good evening and happy Tuesday from the cold South Carolina. Why are you laughing?
Because all right. So what they don't know is that you and I can see each other a little bit in a little tiny screen down on the bottom of the computer while we have that 90-second intro.
Yeah.
And you were dancing with the music that was on.
Who doesn't dance with that music? Am I'm the only one that dances?
It's a catchy tune. I get it, but
I'm like that
one thing I saw a big drum, like you did something. I was cracking up.
Yeah, no, that's like kicking music, man. For a little show like ours, I mean, I think it's amazing.
I actually thought about having Josh write us a jingle.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, we have a friend that's a professional musician, and seeing if he'd write us a jingle someday. That might be fun.
So I have realtor hair don't care today because I have not been out of the house since Friday afternoon because I've been sick with flu A and Jeff's like, you come in here, I will kill you.
Yeah. So you were actually feeling a little bad on Thursday, I think, right?
Little Thursday night, I came in Friday morning and I'm like, listen, man, I'm not feeling so great.
Yeah. Sent him home, and then you tested
Saturday,
which I didn't know. You know, we all got so in touch with the COVID tests. Everybody was real good at doing that.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that there was a what is it? You said there's one test you could do for COVID, flu, and RSV. It's like an at-home thing now.
Yeah, it's flu. I'm trying to look it up now. Biox. Flu here. I think this is the one. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so let me share the screen. Oh, I moved everything around. So this one here on the right, it's RSV, flu A and B, and COVID home test by FlowFlex. I think that's the one I got. It's on the end cap. If you go to the Goose Creek store, you go down the middle, take your second left, and it's on the end cap right there.
You know exactly where it is.
Yes.
Well, would it be great if they slid pregnancy tests into those also?
Oh my gosh, that would be awful. I'm like, pee. Why do I have to pee in this thing?
Did you ever watch the videos on Facebook or TikTok or whatever where they the wife will surprise the husband with the positive test?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I missed out on that because we went to the in vitro ferry to get our kids.
Oh right.
And so I missed out on the whole surprise. Here it is.
Yeah, my phone call for the first one was a little different, but we won't go into that one. So.
All right. Well, that'll be a story you can tell me at the office tomorrow if you come in.
Yeah, that'll be good. So happy Tuesday, everybody. We do these lives every Tuesday night, whether we're sick or not. And I think we've hit one now on a Tuesday. One of us has been here for over a year now, and we just love doing them. We love answering all your questions. So if you do us a favor, down in the comments, tell us where you're watching from, what's your real name, if you have a different screen name. And we want your questions. So start popping in there. Anything about living in South Carolina. We cover the Greenville market, Spartanburg. We cover the Myrtle Beach market. We cover all the way down to Bluffton and Hilton Head. And, of course, Jeff and I both live here in the Summerville, Charleston area. And you were looking back because your clock is wrong, huh?
Yeah, I just saw Rose's comment that you're going to go up and embarrass me with. Yeah, sorry, Rose. You're right. This is my guest room in my house, and we never come in here unless somebody's staying here. So I guess we never made the time change last year. It's still an hour behind there.
It was working like 2 weeks ago. I remember that.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? The battery died, I guess.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's the little ticker's moving.
Well, it's about to die then.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 15 minutes off.
This is why I'm always early or always late or something. I don't know how to do the math.
Yeah. Well,
actually, I'm always early. I'm never late.
If we can make sure it's always early, that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah. Hey, Eugene, how are you? John is on from Horizons at Carnes. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Cody.
Mike and Becky are in Crofton, Maryland. Hey guys, good to see you again. Kelly is on. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Howdy, Kelly.
Evening, Jeff Marr. Oh, we already hit that one. Robert Gansky's on from frigid and snowy Pennsylvania. What made you think of going back there this week? I have no idea, Mr. Gansky.
You know, I talked to my friend Dave that I talked to a lot. He has a snow plowing business up in Pittsburgh. He's a full-time, works in EMS, but he does plowing on the side. And this is the biggest snowstorm that Pittsburgh has had, I think, in 15 years.
I believe it. It was over a foot, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, it was for Pittsburgh. It was pretty big.
I heard 22 inches in parts of western Pennsylvania, and I know Massachusetts. They woke up to another like 3 or 4 inches this morning, in addition to what was yesterday or something like that. So yeah, it was. They got, I think, 18 or 20 inches in Massachusetts too.
Yeah, Doug said the wind chill in Detroit was like 6 below or something stupid.
That's dumb. Hello from Joy and Brian. A foot of snow here in Long Island. That's not normal for New York either, right? I mean,
I wonder how the new mayor up there is going to handle the first big snowfall of his in New York. The new mayor in New York City. This is his first big test. We'll see how he does with the snow removal.
Mondavi or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Mike Turco says, evening, gents. Both of the Turcos are finally home this week from Tidewater. Good to have you guys back. I know you were traveling, you said last week. Hello from Fayetteville, Arkansas, Hog County, woo pig. All right.
Yeah, I feel like when you say that, you're supposed to go like woo pig or something like that. I don't know, but it just feels like the right thing to do.
Love it. Looking at Myrtle Beach area, currently live in Northwest Arkansas. Awesome. We can't wait to show you around when you guys are ready. We'll take good care of you for sure. Loretta's on from Pocono Lake, Pennsylvania. I knew you were going to do it. Becky said, how did Summerville fare with the cold weather? Maryland is very cold and icy. We have about 6 inches of snow ready to move. I don't blame you at all, Becky. We fared pretty well on this one. I think everything was I-20 and Northwest as far as ice and snow. I think I heard a little bit of ice up by the lakes and stuff like that, but I didn't really see much around us. Did you?
Yeah, we were paying attention to it until about last Wednesday. And then last Wednesday, we kind of got the feeling it was all headed farther north. So a little cold here right now, but that's fine. Now, I think maybe it's another chance this coming weekend. I'm not sure if we're still too far out, but I'm sure meteorologist Mark Klim's going to bring that up at some point here.
That's right. Yeah, we got that in the dock for tonight for sure. Kelly said they received about 8 inches in Arkansas there. Yeah, we fared well in Summerville. Just rain here in Summerville, Becky.
And I didn't hear of any like frozen. The weird thing about this area with all the new construction we have is, for some reason, and I know the reason, it's cheaper. The builders put a lot of these water heaters on the outsides of the houses, the tankless water heaters, and so it was not cold enough here this past weekend that I heard of any of them freezing up.
No, I didn't.
I think there's some more colder days coming overnights here in the next week, though.
Yeah. Did you drip your faucets last night? It was supposed to be 20s last night.
I didn't.
Yeah, don't forget. No, and Tracy said Michigan was horrible last week, and it's worse this week.
It was horrible, and it went to more horrible.
Yeah, jeez. All right, so I'll show the official 14-day look. So you see the snowflake in there for Saturday. So we'll talk more about that. But check out the lows, 28, 30, 31, 37. So that warmed up a little bit from what we saw.
Yeah.
And then we back into the 20s all the way through next Wednesday. And even then, it's close to your shelter's going to be open for a while, huh?
Yeah. We're open now. We're open Monday through Thursday, guaranteed this week. I think they'll make the call for Friday tomorrow. So a warming shelter I volunteer at. Actually, I've ended up volunteering at 2 of them now because our church has a campus down in North Charleston. And so when it gets cold, they open that up. And so they need a little help down there. So I took a team from Summerville. We went down to hang out in North Charleston, got to meet some new people, make some new friends, had a good time. And so we're running 2 of them now, one in Summerville, one in North Charleston. And anytime it's 35 degrees or less overnight, 48 hours ahead, they call it, and then they'll be open. So we've got a big stretch here. I'm just mentally planning on like 2 weeks, pretty much every evening but Tuesday. They had enough help tonight, so I was able to do this. But I'll be back in tomorrow. Andrew's actually down there tonight, and the girls will be going back in quite a bit. Reagan went for the first time. She really enjoyed it.
Did she like it? Yeah, good.
Yep.
Good. That's awesome. All right, so this is what we're watching for this weekend. Stole this slide, which I'm sure he doesn't mind, from Mr. Ed Piotrowski up in the Myrtle Beach area, just because he's always got some cool graphics. So possible storm Saturday night into Sunday, which is already the end of January, by the way. That was a little shocker to me that we're already rolling into February. But basically, track 1, we have the most chance for producing all types of precipitation, but that's probably where we'll get the some of the snow. Track 2 is a perfect combination of cold air and moisture for snow. So a little bit far off the coast is better, but if it goes too far off, then we're not going to get anything. We'll just have the frigid cold air. So I thought that was a good graphic to show. And then he says, this is the reason why I do not give any forecast amounts of snow. With the 6 models, you can see just Myrtle Beach there. Model 1, they'll get 4 inches. Model 3, 0 inches. Model 6, 3 inches. Model 4, 2 inches. So it's like all over the board is basically what he's saying. So I get for sure why he's saying that.
I guess I would love snow here every 2 years. Let it snow 3 inches, be gone, melt the next day. That'd be kind of fun, actually. I think I've only seen snow here now 3 times in 16 years. So it would be nice to have a little bit more often.
Yeah, I've seen it probably 5 times, 6 times in the 25 years.
And I saw it once up in Myrtle where it didn't snow here, but I was in Myrtle and I just saw enough. It was a few snowflakes held onto a palm tree for their dear life for just a second before they melted. So technically I'm counting that as a snowstorm.
So I went to the National Weather Service just to get the true word. Is there really going to have a chance of snow in here, right? So you can see on their little thing too, slight chance of showers and then chance of rain, snow. Friday night, Saturday, and Saturday night, they're saying that. And they call it out down here as I think it was a 50% chance of snow Saturday night. So I have a feeling we'll see some flakes, but they always say this, just like with the last storm, and then everything shifts and everything moves. Yep. It's very, very similar to the hurricanes, right? They're kind of come right at us. Nope, just kidding. They're getting further and further. And
Listen, I think it has something to do with me lighting a candle at church.
You think so?
Tropical storm headed towards Summerville. Light a candle, baby. Tropical storm moves off to the ocean.
And then this is the brutal cold that they're calling for. Which areas are going to have that brutal cold Saturday night?
I usually get concerned. My one of my best friends works for Charleston County 911, and so when I hear him being called in to work, that's when I know it's if he's like, "Yep, packing a bag, I'm going in for a few days," then I start to pay attention to things.
Yeah. So Riley, my son, works at Sean Jenkins Hospital downtown, the children's hospital. He says chances of me getting called in to work for teams. So I think what he means is the teams are the severe weather, and they have to stay there so many hours, and similar to your friend there.
Yeah.
my thought is it won't be that bad that they'll break out the teams. I mean,
I wouldn't. I don't think so this weekend.
yeah. So I think you're safe.
Now let me. Can you go back because I'm wondering what the high is on Sunday. So if it would snow Saturday, how quickly is it going to melt?
Oh yeah, let me pull that back up. All right, so high is 36 Saturday, low of 18 Saturday night, and then if I go back to my sheet, Sunday the high's only 38.
But then into the 40s on Monday. So I mean, it could hang on for a minute, but it'd be gone on Monday.
That's right. Yep.
All right.
All right. I saw a question here. All right. Loretta says, is Summers Corner the only 55 plus location that builds the Osprey floor plan? And no, it's built in Horizons at Carnes as well.
Yeah.
So you have two options there. Well,
the biggest difference is the one bigger houses. What are those ones called over at Summers Corner? The big ones with 3-car garage.
Well, they have an Avery that comes close to it in Carnes, and the Estate Series you're talking about.
The Estate Series, yeah. They don't build those, but they build the other two, the small and the medium, in both communities.
Plus the Carriage Series,
yeah.
So both Horizons will sell that one floor plan, and then the other 55 plus have some similar to it, just not the exact floor plan, of course.
Yeah, very similar, some of them.
All right. You mentioned the tankless hot water heaters being outside. What are you protecting them with during freezing weather?
Yeah, so they're delivered. They are insulated with, like just the foam tubing kind of stuff around the pipes. And so they will freeze. So the answer to that is if it gets too cold, you just kind of run some hot water and keep it cycling through. There are other options. Like if it does get really cold, I will just throw a blanket or two over that outside also, and that seems to help. Another tip is to run your dishwasher overnight, so that overnight when it's the coldest here, because normally we never see these temperatures during the day. It's always overnight. I run my dishwasher at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that cycles hot water through. But they could freeze. I didn't drip once like 3 years ago, and it did freeze up on me one time.
So I don't think we're supposed to throw blankets over the whole unit, right? Because of the gas, because it's gas and a fire has just calling that out there.
Yeah. No, Mark, I didn't do that.
I think you just want to cover the pipes.
I just covered the pipes is what I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I figured you did.
Yeah, I did.
But if you just wrap those pipes, usually it's.
Well, I gotta write down a note here for next week. Ex-firefighter blows up house.
Right.
Okay.
Jackie says, so happy not being in the snow. Jackie came from Massachusetts, where on the same town where I came from, and she is like me. She's fine without the snow. Sometimes South Carolina is even a little cold for me.
Yep.
Are there any builders that don't put the water heater outside? Yeah. So I live in a Beezer house. Mine's inside, but that's not every neighborhood it's inside. So I think it's really neighborhood specific, not even builder specific, because I've seen Mungo be inside in some neighborhoods. Lennar, I think, does always outside.
I'm trying to think of what I've seen in Nexton.
Weekly, I think, does inside, right? One of them.
It's either I feel like I've seen them inside over in Nexton before.
Yeah.
Which is a bunch of builders if they're all neighborhood specific.
Yeah.
I would say, what do you think, Mark? 70% outside, 30% inside?
Not even that. I would say 80-20 max.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Every once in a while, I might have to mute so I don't cough your ears out.
We don't have to go a full hour tonight.
Okay.
If you need to go back to sleep, you go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm good so far. EJ just complained it's too cold. Me and EJ went to high school together, and he's like, "Yeah, this is too cold."
You're from Massachusetts, EJ. Man up. as I say it, wearing
a jacket inside.
I went and got this because I was cold.
Mike says, "No, Jeff, no snow ever. I paid to leave for no snow."
Yeah, I actually had we had clients in. I think it was yesterday. I was meeting with in the office, and I apologize. I feel like I've lied to you. I've been on the YouTube channel saying how great the weather is here all the time, and you guys come down and it's like freezing temperatures. And I, pretty much their response is, yeah, we're going to buy Del Webb, so we'll be fine.
Mike says what you were just talking about. Set your dishwasher to delay start for 1 a.m. and use the longest cycle, which gets you till about 4 a.m. or so.
Oh, I never thought of that, Mike. Longest cycle, yeah.
Hot water running during the coldest part of the night.
I'm just such a psycho, though. I'm so Andrew makes fun of me. I'm so weird. I first of all, those of you that load the dishwasher by just throwing stuff in, like, and you have one plate facing this way and the other plate facing. I don't know how you sleep at night. I don't know how you live with yourselves. That's a true sign of mental illness. The dishwasher has to be certain, organized in a certain way. And if I had to put a dish load through half empty just because I'm trying to run it overnight, I'd be like looking for tchotchkes around the house to throw in the dishwasher to wash, because I want to get my money's worth in the dishwasher overnight.
You could sanitize your glasses that were already clean or something.
Yeah, anything. I'll just run around the house and get Andrew's little knickknacks and put them in I'll watch them wash all the paint off or something.
Yeah.
And she does know what's around her house, so she would. At Christmas one year I went around the house and wrapped up some of her own stuff and gave it to her. And I overdid it. If I would have just given her 2 things, I would have gotten away with it. On the 3rd thing, she's like, "Hey, wait a second, I already own this," and I got in trouble.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Riley said our neighborhood has the water heaters inside, but it's a townhome. So that was Starlight Homes. Townhomes. So
really, we're seeing them in all different price points, all different builders. It's
yeah.
And some of them are still going with tanked heaters here. I mean, we definitely see a vast majority of, but we just did a video up in that one neighborhood, that little small neighborhood. I forget if it was up around Greenville or something. I don't know, but they had tanks in the garages.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it that Hunter Quinn neighborhood in Monk's Corner?
That sounds right.
Creek Point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the one we did that had 2 tanked water heaters?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
I never did figure out. Well, I guess if you got teenagers taking showers, you're good to go.
Yeah. Mike says, has Tidewater started the next phase? Also, will they have the Emerson floor plan? So we did drone there 2 weeks ago, and it was the land was still being developed. It was a lot flatter than it was in the past. So I think they're further along in their development. I will have to check on the Emerson plan. I don't know that answer.
Mike, if you email us, I'll check for you. Jeff@charlestonarealiving.com. Throw me an email and I'll find out.
Yeah. All right. I got some of hold on. Mike Turco said Tidewater hasn't started phase 3. Road is next job. They have 11 closings in phase 2 with 15 plus still in MLS. Yeah, we just did a video there on 2 of them. That were some really good deals for sure.
The big ones that we did, right?
Yeah, 28 and 3,700.
Yeah, they got some good deals in Tidewater right now because they're sitting on inventory.
Yeah. Loretta said, are all of the homes there on a gravity feed sewer line or a pump system?
Gravity.
Yeah, most of them are a sewer, except for like when you get out in the country, then it'll be septic. All right, let's hit some of the numbers from this past week. So 150 homes added back to the market, Jeff. 4,651 homes on the market as of today. So
Okay.
that was a big jump. We were going down, 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 and now we're going back up because people are thinking now's the time. Which you and I pulled some stats and looked at day by day, really, of what went on the market around this time last year to try to help a client decide when was the best time. And what we looked at was homes that went under contract, when they went under contract. And it was really the middle of February on through the end of March into April were the big weeks and days that we saw were the best times to go on market. So we should see that continuously go up. And then probably towards March, we'll start seeing it go down because we'll sell more homes than we will get on the MLS. And back when I checked a couple of years ago, over 1/3 of all real estate in the whole year is sold between mid-February and mid-April. So those 2 months encapsulate 1/3 of the market of sales.
Yeah.
So,
and we that makes sense.
Yeah.
People, the spring buying season, they call it. A lot of those are sold, and then they're closing at the end of the school year.
Yeah.
But we stay a little bit more steady. Our team, 12 months out of the year. Obviously, we have bigger months in those same months Mark just talked about. But since we have so much 55 plus work that we do, we stay a little bit more steady throughout the year. And yet again, is why not only just with 55 plus, but it is a great time to buy right now for the next month or so. Just like we were talking about with Tidewater, they're sitting on 15 homes in the MLS. And Mark, I think like a lot of those were done.
Oh yeah, they were moving 30 days.
Yeah.
So 273 under contract last week. 211 was the number that was single family homes. 56 condos. Mortgage news, nothing real big to call out there. We were down 0.06 of a point from last week. So right around the 6.15. But I'll see anything with a negative is better than the positives that we saw last week for sure. Nothing really big to call out on the area medians. It was all about the same. Summerville had a lot of homes, 47 of them. The median stayed right around, I think it was 390 last week. It went down to 384. West Ashley was 650 for their median. Mount Pleasant downtown matched their medians at 1.2 million. So nothing real big to call out there. We got some year-end numbers in transactions versus 2025 versus 2024 was up 1.4%. Median sales price was $440. Mortgage rates obviously are down 6.3. Positive momentum in the Fed rate cut, but we probably won't see any rate cuts for the first half of 2026 is what they're saying now with the job market and everything the way it is. So nothing real new here. All these numbers have been pretty steady lately.
You know what I noticed this week? I don't pay attention to too much as far as investing goes. I send my guy money every now and then. He does his thing. But did you see what silver and gold have done recently?
Oh, yeah. I heard it went way up, right?
Yeah. Silver was over $100 an ounce, and gold is right around $5,000 an ounce. I feel like the last time I checked is literally the last time I bought some silver and gold. And I bought it at like $18 an ounce for silver, and the gold was around like $1,800 an ounce. It has really gone up recently.
And it's interesting
because John commented on that last week on remember?
Yeah.
John made comment about watch the price of gold, and so I went and looked after what he said on the live, and man, has it gone up.
Are you gonna go take your necklace off and trade it in?
No. This is my bought in the Caribbean with my lovely bride way back in the day. when we were poor and I couldn't afford this, and we bought it anyway because I liked it so much, and this will never leave my neck.
Okay.
But I did weigh Andrea's some relatives' gold that they might not be with us anymore. I did weigh that today.
You're gonna get in trouble. I'm just telling you, you're gonna get in trouble.
It'll be fine.
Key developments in the economy, the local economy here. Breeze Airways launched nonstop service from Charleston to Cancun. Flights operate once weekly on Saturdays. Only $119 each way. From
Wow.
That'll be a good trip. Nonstop. I did hear on the downside that Bermuda Air canceled.
Yep.
Theirs, they just couldn't sustain it or something, I guess.
Yep. They moved that flight up north somewhere. I forget which city it went to, but they were running. They was only going once a week over to the Bahamas or Bermuda or whatever it is. But they moved up north.
Yeah. Delta and Alaska Airlines ordered a bunch more planes. So Boeing is doing well, which will help our community here. There was a Charleston City developed 4 new workforce housing units. 200 more affordable units over the next 3 years, with $55 million in planned investments. So I think that's good for first-time home buyers. Bring down the affordability a little bit. And then on the flip side of that, the beach company completed a luxury waterfront rental project. Includes 15 townhomes, 8 residential flats. Monthly rents from $9,000 to $23,000 a month.
Oh my goodness!
Nothing wrong with that, right?
$20,000 rental per month?
That must be some movie stars or something moving in there.
Oh my!
$2 million church project started on James Island, so that's good always good to see another church come aboard. And then we got the calendar events for February. Kevin James, do you like Kevin James?
I do.
He's coming to North Charleston Coliseum on the 1st. We got the Lowcountry Oyster Festival. It's also Southeast Wildlife Expo month. So we'll see that around.
I think Carnes has a big oyster roast coming up soon too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Charleston Southern Soul Fest. All kinds of little stuff going on in the Charleston area this month,
and some big stuff. That's Seawee on the 14th there that weekend. Southeast Wildlife Expo. That's a big deal.
Which you wouldn't think. February would be a big month for stuff because it's still cold here, but people from everywhere still come here. So.
Yeah, if you want to go down and get your wildlife photos and artwork and all kind of cool crafts, and they got the jumping dog things. I think how far can the dog jump out in the water thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if they have interesting wildlife there to eat. Go
Maybe.
Get
buffalo and alligator and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I ate reindeer up in Alaska one time. It probably wasn't reindeer, but they told me it was reindeer, so I paid $10 extra for it.
I think that kind of goes against what they're trying to preserve wildlife, and you're gonna eat it, so they might not have that there. I don't know.
Okay, I guess I misunderstood.
Tracy said, "You never buy gold or silver at these prices. The goal is to buy low, sell high. Also, you can't take a gold bar to Publix and buy milk."
No, but I can sell Andrea's mother's rings and go to Publix and buy stuff with it. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez. He is going to get in so much trouble. Hey there, y'all. Dan and Judy checking in from Chesterfield, Michigan. Better late than never. Welcome. Yeah, always join whenever you can. We appreciate it. Doc Dogs.
That's it.
What he's talking about. Okay.
I was wondering what if a greyhound would do good in that, because they're so fast and they're athletes,
Yeah,
but I don't think greyhounds can swim. I've heard that greyhounds really can't swim very well. They kind of sink.
probably. They're just full of muscle.
Yeah.
Sell the mother-in-law. Jeez.
That's what I'm talking about. This is my kind of people on here. Real Teddy Ruxpin knows how it goes.
I can't handle a divorced Jeff. Okay, that
listen,
would not be good.
I've got 27 years this Friday, buddy. That's our anniversary. 27 years on Friday.
Happy anniversary. That's awesome.
Yeah. I scheduled us a couples massage for early in the day so that we can go to we're going to go to the warming shelter and we're going to work together there for our 27th anniversary. I thought that was kind of romantic.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's better than taking her to Waffle House or something. Yeah.
Oh, no, listen. There's a high probability. I need to be at the center at 6, and we're getting them couples massage at 4, and so there's a good chance Waffle House would be in contention. We've got like an hour there to get. Andrea does not like to go to the massage place when it's daylight because she feels like they could see her more. Like it's light outside. I need it to be dark. I need the room to be as dark as possible when we go in there. But I couldn't get in. We couldn't go at 6, so we're going in at 4:00.
Nice. Becky said it's called dock diving. At least that's what we call it. Okay.
It's fun to watch.
Jackie says I have about $5 in wheat pennies. I'm rich.
Wheat pennies. Yeah, actually, I found some coins since I was digging through the family stuff there.
Yeah.
To see what I could sell off, and there's some coins in there. I don't know what they are.
I saw an article today, Jeff, from where was it from? News 2. Census estimates South Carolina is the fastest growing state in the U.S. This just came out today. An estimated growth of nearly 80,000 residents puts the state population at 5.57 million, according to census data, making it the 23rd largest state in the country. But this is growth between 2024 and 2025. Population increased by 1.8 million at a rate of just 0.5. That's the slowest rate the U.S. has recorded. I think that's why everybody's saying, go have family members and have fun, right? In 2024, the population grew by 1%, fastest year-over-year growth since 2006. So we went from the fastest to the slowest.
I guess everybody just decided in 1 year to move and then take a year off or something.
Yeah. So 5 fastest growing states in the U.S. were South Carolina, 1.46%. Idaho, yeah, 1.44%. Can everybody tell that Jeff hasn't seen this data yet? By that reaction right there.
How does Idaho sneak in here?
North Carolina, that makes sense. Texas makes sense. Idaho and Utah, though.
In Utah.
In terms of raw population, Texas gained the most residents year over year. Lone Star jumped 391,000 to a cumulative 31.7. That makes it the second biggest state behind California. And then the slowest was Vermont. They lost people. Hawaii lost people.
Yep.
West Virginia, New Mexico, California. That all makes sense.
I think I've been to most of those states except for I've never been to Utah and Hawaii.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Hawaii.
An increase of just over 1,000 people kept New York from appearing on the same list. Yeah.
I'm going to go to Utah just so I can find a tall girl and say, "You tall enough for me?"
Oh, Lord. That was good, Jeff. So I was surprised.
In my head, that worked better than when it actually came out. It was funny in there.
I was surprised that New York wasn't on there with the amount of people we get from Long Island.
Yeah, I mean, if we did the Jeff and Mark reading, New York would be number one. I'd say we definitely had more from New York last year than we had from any other state.
Yeah.
Michigan was big for us, but mostly Northeast.
So New York had growth of 1,008 at 0.01% growth, but from 2020 to 2025, they lost 119,000 people. So South Carolina, we already know for last year, 438,000 just in the last 5 years. West Virginia, we know lost. New Mexico.
I guess I don't know why West Virginia was such a big loss. I kind of understand, New York and Michigan and California, and I understand Texas and us and Florida going up. I don't know why West Virginia would have lost so many.
My filter's working, so I'm going to stop.
That's good for you.
Yeah. North Carolina 1.35. Tennessee was good growth. Any of these surprise you? I don't think anything surprised us though, right?
I actually expected Oregon to be a lot more moving out than what, just based on what we've heard from some of our clients coming from out that way.
Yeah. So just thought that was an interesting article right before we joined to talk about. Dan Judy say happy 27th, 55 years for Judy and I this year. Wow, that's
55.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Congratulations. Do you expect pre-owned home sales in Summerville, Ridgeville area to come down due to the large inventory available?
No, I wouldn't say they're going to come down. I would say they're just going to not increase as quickly as they have in previous years. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, I would still see the Charleston area overall still going up in percentage. Like, it's not going to be the 18% we saw during COVID. Yeah. But the 2 to 3% increases will continue in my eyes. And 4,100 homes is not a lot as we're going into the busiest season of the year. It's not really a big inventory to start with. And then, we're going to see lots of selling here coming up. So I agree.
Ridgeville isn't that, there's just not that many homes in Ridgeville. It's kind of, now there's more new construction coming to Ridgeville, but not a ton of existing properties to see the price really go down.
Yeah, I agree with that. So there's that inventory lack there for sure. Yeah, I mean, some of the bigger cities, you're going to see that. Other states, you're going to see that. I just don't think we'll see it here.
Bedroom is starting to smell good. That crock pot dinner that I put on at 3:00 today is starting to smell pretty good. I can smell it in the front room here.
You didn't leave it on high. You don't need to go check it, do you?
No, I put it on low because I put in chicken and black beans and frozen corn and some salsa and some cream cheese and some Mexican flavor sprinkly stuff, and then right when before I came in the live here, I poured a box of rice in it, and then I put it on low. I figured that rice, I don't know. I'm not going by recipe. I have no long how to cook anything for in there. I'm just thinking an hour for the rice is probably going to be fine.
You think it'll go over the crock pot?
Yeah, I'll tell you in about 18 minutes.
Okay.
It's smelling good.
Did you know that they've been working on this big rapid transit program for Charleston for a long time? It's not a train, but it's called the Lowcountry Rapid Transit line, I guess. So 21.3 mile modern bus ramp. Rapid transit system.
So are you saying it's going to be like its own bus lane? Yeah.
So here's a good picture of it here.
Okay.
So this is from their website, lowcountryrapidtransit.com. Looks like 2027, they're going to start construction on it. The money is there. They just got to get their final approval, I guess, this year. But it'll be designated. I can't talk today. Dedicated bus lanes to keep rapid transit separate from cars in key areas of the corridor. So it won't be these lanes everywhere, but Rivers Avenue backs up.
Yeah.
You'll be able to only go down these lanes. And then I think it was like running 21 hours of the day during the week, going all the way downtown to Courtenay.
How far does it come out? That's what I care about. Oh, out
And
to
then
Ladson.
out to Ladson, and eventually even further up into 78 in Summerville too.
Well, that'd be great.
Right?
The picture you showed, that reminded me of remember that video studio you and I went down to work at in Tampa?
Yeah.
The bus station that were right outside. It looked like that thing in Tampa that we were at.
So I thought that was cool. I mean, people will be able to, jump on that, not have traffic, and reduce some of the traffic maybe that's on the roads as well. And obviously, when they put in these mass transportation things, a lot of people will tend to live near these things, so they don't have to own a car at all. So I thought,
can we get a Disney World monorail?
that would be cool, right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
As long as we have the voice that's on there.
Oh yeah. Por favor, Montégase Alejandro de las. I don't know what he says.
Yeah,
that's please stand clear of the doors, you moron.
Yeah.
Chop your hand off.
Wi-Fi equipped stations, so while you're waiting for the bus, you can jump on the Wi-Fi.
There you
go. So pretty good. Here was the timeline. It really started back in 2016. And they're just kind of engineering it now and getting the final approvals. So we should see construction start next year and be hopefully finished by 2029.
So in 2029, can we do a video? Like we'll get on and do a live.
Oh yeah,
we'll go from Ladson downtown.
Yeah, I wonder how much it'll cost.
$95 one way.
All right. So I thought that was cool because last week we were talking a little bit about traffic and people were asking about traffic. And then Summerville has a roads project website, just in case anybody wants to know kind of what are the completed road projects, what are the ongoing projects. So I thought that was kind of cool. Berlin G. Myers, the Maple Street project. This took a long time to load, so this might not come up for what's planned and ongoing by the time we do it. But I don't know. I just thought some of these things they are truly working on to address the growth here in Summerville.
Well, it's important because you've heard us say it on this live and on a bunch of other times in the different videos. Like if you are a 9-to-5er living, working downtown, we're going to have a serious conversation about living in Summerville.
Yeah.
Because I do not want you to call me a year from now saying, this is terrible. I'm sitting in traffic every day.
Mike wants some of your dinner.
Come on over.
Kelly says, love that dish. So easy and yummy. Yes.
Oh, sounds like my wife.
All right. Then.
The filter almost caught that one. It was like right there and it went to grab it. It just missed it and it went out.
Do you think they will eventually put a train like the Florida Bright Line?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know what the Florida Bright Line is, but
it goes from Miami. Lenny, help me out. It goes all the way to Orlando, right? I think that's the most of it. It goes from like Fort Lauderdale, Miami area up to Orlando.
Okay.
But I've been wanting to do it. It's a high speed maglev train or something. It's I think it hit a cow one day. That didn't go well.
So here are all the projects they're working on right now. Some of these smaller streets are inside neighborhoods, I'm sure, but resurf. Oh, that's 2022. Oh, all right. I guess they haven't really updated this.
Leave it to local government.
Yeah.
Not updated since 2022.
All right, moving on to the next topic. I thought you'd like this one. President Trump to let home buyers tap into retirement savings to make down payment. So tapping into their 401k because down payments are so much higher now. Tapping
Some
into
people say it's the greatest idea of all the ideas in the history of the universe.
So do you think this is a good idea or a bad idea?
All right, let me think about this. To tap into retirement savings. Ugh. No, I don't know. I don't know if I love it. I love that we've had a load of clients that, you can borrow money.
Right.
So, I mean, but you can already do that now.
Yeah, I guess this is still talking about the mechanics. It's supposed to that you put 10% down on a home, then you take 10% of the equity of your home and put it into an asset in your 401k. Then your 401k will grow over time as the value of your house does.
Okay. Well, I think I like that because we're just moving, we're switching money around. We're not necessarily taking it out of retirement altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I thought you might like that one.
Because we've had people that have just borrowed, like they've got a house to sell up north or wherever, and but they want to buy a house here, so they need a little cash to make that happen in the short term, and so they've borrowed money from their retirement, and then they just pay it off whenever they sell their house up north.
Yeah.
So that's
what do you guys think out there? Would you guys do that? So Tracy says terrible idea for so many reasons.
I'll have to look into the reasons and figure it out.
Yeah.
There's the downside of you dropping this stuff on me without me giving any thought whatsoever.
Well, we like real results here, real reactions. So, agree, bad idea. I don't know. I mean, as long as you put it back in there, that's all that really matters. People could still buy a house, and you're saving how much in rent every year, and then the money goes back in there. I don't know.
Well, and listen, I make a case if you're renting, then it becomes much more attractive because we're just throwing money away every month.
Lenny
says Orlando, Miami. I want to do that train ride. I watched a YouTube video on it. It looks like it's pretty cool. Nice, real fast, and it's not terribly expensive, and it's got the Wi-Fi and comfy seats and all that kind of thing.
I wonder how much those tickets are. Can't be too much, right?
No, because I was thinking, I was wondering maybe someday. I always struggle to convince the kids to go on a cruise. They always want to go to Disney, and I thought, well, what if we were go down to Orlando, hit up a little Disney trip for a couple of days, jump on the Bright Line, and go down to Miami to get on a cruise ship, and then just back up on the Bright Line because it's only a couple 3 hours, I think. And you're back in Orlando, and then get back in the car and come home.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Loretta says it allows the builders to continue to jack up prices. I don't think prices are going to come down, but I see your point. For sure. All right, that's all the content I got. Unless we got more questions, I think we can wrap it up for tonight. What other questions are out there?
I have no more questions myself. If I did, I'll call you because you're the guy with the answers.
They may not be the right answers, but we always give an answer, right?
Make it up. Yeah. So next Tuesday, I can't say anything about it now, just in case Andrea watches this. But make sure I take a picture of the thing to show you next Tuesday that I'm going to give her on our anniversary on Friday.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
And I came up with this myself, and it required making a document, and it was outside of my wheelhouse, and I didn't bother you because you had the plague, and so I did it on my own. So I'm looking for praise. I made a document myself, printed it off and everything. So that's all I'm going to say. And I'll show you next Tuesday after I give it to Andrea on Friday.
Did artificial intelligence help you do it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, I did. I will explain how I did it next Tuesday.
As long as it helped you and that wasn't the entire document.
No, it was my idea.
Okay.
Yeah. AI is never deranged enough to come up with this on their own. This was my thinking ahead of time.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining tonight. We appreciate you. We'll see you again next Tuesday, of course. Right at the end of this video, there'll be a QR code if you'd love to chat on Zoom and ask more questions one-on-one. We would love to do that with you. But until next Tuesday, we'll see you later.
See y'all.